paleontologist of this channel, wants you to see this prehistoric animal, Yutyrannus. You think dinosaurs were cold-blooded reptiles. Everything is wrong. 125 million years ago, there was a Tyrannosaur completely covered in feathers, like a 9-meter giant bird. When scientists first saw the fossils, they immediately rejected 30 years of research, because according to every textbook, this simply could not exist. The larger the body, the more heat it needs to dissipate. Having feathers would be like a thermal suicide. But it didn't just survive, it became one of the deadliest predators of its time. And the most shocking part is that its feathers were not for flying and not for insulation. After 10 years of research, some scientists reached a conclusion. No one dares to publish. Its feathers may have served to make its prey even more terrified. This animal has a name translated as Feathered King, but even that sounds too gentle. First, the day of its discovery in 2012, the team of Chinese paleontologist Xu Xing in Liaoning Province excavated 3 exceptionally well-preserved large theropod fossils. On the surface, clear feather impressions were visible from the head all the way to the tip of the tail. This was not the first time feathers were found in small dinosaurs, but these 3 individuals were nearly 9 meters long and weighed over 1,400 kilograms. This completely broke a core hypothesis in paleontology that large dinosaurs could not have feathers because body heat regulation would be impossible. But the feathers were there, as if saying, "Your logic does not apply here." So the big question arises, how did it regulate heat? That is the real mystery. Several hypotheses were proposed. The most accepted is related to climate during the period this dinosaur lived. East Asia was significantly cooler, possibly more than 10 degrees Celsius, colder than today in that environment. Feathers became an advantage, helping retain heat. But another question arises if feathers were only for warmth. Why did smaller tyrannosaur relatives in warmer climates gradually lose their feathers? Evolution does not keep unnecessary traits. The logic behind these feathers is far more complex. Now, its hunting strategy. This is where things get disturbing. Its arms were longer than other tyrannosaurs, and its claws were adapted not for grasping, but for pressing, pinning prey to the ground while its jaws bit down. Its teeth were serrated, although its bite force was lower than later T. Rex, it was still enough to tear the neck muscles of medium-sized dinosaurs. More importantly, some researchers believe it hunted in groups. The fact that 3 individuals were found together suggests possible cooperative behavior. If true, it would be one of the earliest known large social predators. Another detail rarely mentioned is feather coloration. We still don't know it. Scientists study microscopic melanosome structures using electron microscopy, a method that has successfully reconstructed colors in other dinosaurs. But in this case, the data is incomplete. Most color information was lost, meaning a 9-meter feathered predator once existed, whose appearance remains a total mystery. Perhaps we will never know. Another shocking discovery is its growth rate. It grew extremely fast, much faster than other dinosaurs of its time, indicating a high metabolism and rapid development. Something very advanced for 125 million years ago. This implies higher energy consumption, warmer body temperature, and greater agility. It was likely close to endothermic. This completely changed the understanding of early tyrannosaurs and reopened the debate about whether T-Rex had feathers before this discovery. Adult T-Rex was believed to be scaly, but evidence suggests its ancestors likely had feathers, and they were gradually lost over time, meaning the iconic museum. T-Rex may be inaccurately reconstructed, at least in its juvenile stage. It likely had a layer of fine feathers, and there is something even more unsettling. These fossils were found in Liaoning, a volcanic and lake-rich ecosystem, during the Cretaceous with an extremely rich fossil record. Scientists estimate that less than 5% has been excavated, meaning 95% still remains buried, and many discoveries are still waiting, each one capable of rewriting history 125 million years later. Yutyrannus left behind Not only bones, but also a constantly evolving understanding of life. Every time we think we understand dinosaurs, something appears that overturns everything. This animal was a dominant predator in life and a constant source of questions after death. Nature does not follow human logic, only what works for survival. Finally, Yutyrannus went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous. In the same mass extinction event that killed T-Rex and Triceratops, an asteroid made no distinctions, erasing everything regardless of evolutionary success. It survived 125 million years of evolution, but disappeared in an unpredictable instant. Is that a failure? I don't think so. Leaving a trace that continues to be studied millions of years later is a form of permanence. The question is, what will humanity leave behind? And that's the story of Yutyrannus, one of the most fascinating feathered predators ever discovered, and a dinosaur that completely changed what we thought we knew about evolution and prehistoric life. This massive Tyrannosaur, living around 125 million years ago, challenges old ideas about how large dinosaurs regulated body temperature and survived. Its discovery in Liaoning, China shocked the scientific world, proving that even huge predators could be covered in feathers. Even today, many questions remain. Did it hunt alone or in groups? What color were its feathers? And how many more discoveries like this are still buried, waiting to rewrite history again? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next prehistoric discovery. It really helps the channel grow and brings more of these incredible stories to life. Comment below what dinosaur or prehistoric creature you want to see next. I read all of them and they help shape future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.